back in on Disco Elysium, about to find out who this malignant entity really is. It's a person. This tray is full of dice, colourful polyhedral dice, hundreds of them. The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. I'm going to assume this is some kind of a dice maker, perhaps.
Hello, I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair. So yeah, novelty dice maker.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius.
She's got a great accent. She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now.
Hold on, what do you mean by milieu? You must have me confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window. Why are you asking me about dice? Move on, never mind, I'll be back later. Yeah, what does milieu mean?
Yes, a milieu is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
Well, no, I wasn't knocking on your window, but also your window's... What? Is this the third or fourth story? I don't think I could have knocked on it. I'm not a window cleaner.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
I'm not here for dice, lady.
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Maybe?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong. Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Sure, I like role-playing games. I need some dice. Maybe. I'm not really sure why I'm here, honestly. No, I was looking for something else. Answers. I was squinting there, you can see it. I'm not interested in buying dice right now. I'm a police officer and I need to ask some questions. Let's try Fortress Accident. I like role-playing games.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set, unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
The walls around her are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals. This is quite interesting.
This person means you, or no one else, absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly.
It's quite a weird way to put it, but yeah, okay. Let's ask some questions. How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
It's a very niche market.
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
Well, that's good. Okay, I'd like to order a die from you.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Okay, do you know the Whirl Untethered setting? I want a die for that. Do you have any cursed dice? Tell me about your most extraordinary die. I'm sorry, I don't actually know what die I want. Just a normal die for me, please. Very regular. I'm looking for something to help with my work. Actually, I need more time to think about it. I like the sound of this one. I need something to help with my work, whereby we can just roll die to make decisions. Kind of like Two-Face, but with more outcomes.
I think I have just the right one for you.
She opens the top drawer of her work desk and takes something out. 2 polyhedrons, red and blue, are created in her palm.
Police colours.
Because I'm a police officer, right?
Not the most original, I know. But sometimes the obvious choice is obvious because it's best.
Kind of like Occam's razor.
Here, catch. They're a gift from me.
Oh, man. I feel like I'm going to try it. Because you have to, but also just letting them fall on the ground would be hilarious. But yeah, let's try and fail to catch them.
You overthink it. Your hands can't agree what to do, and the 2 dice drop to the floor and scatter in opposite directions, like pearls from a broken string. The blue one disappears down the pit in the center of the room.
That's not good.
Down the drain, like your career.
Goodness.
I apologize, officer. That comment was unnecessary.
Yeah, it was unnecessary, but I will take this red die.
That one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay. The other one was the inverse. They were a set, you see, but now the set is broken.
Well, shit.
It's a shame. They might have brought you luck. You definitely need luck in Martinez.
Why? Because it sucks?
Is she pitying you? Good God, she's pitying you.
Is it because I'm shining this flashlight directly into her face?
Now, was there anything else?
Yeah, I guess I'll get back to my work. What's the crack with the man who was lynched?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
You and everybody else?
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here.
That is true.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by the daily ruckus? And you never took your eyes off the work to look out the window? Do you often work Sunday nights? Well, I think we can ask all these questions.
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
She stops to try and come up with an example. Kuno, right? Yeah.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
Was this some kind of crime of opportunity?
She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid. I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
You often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
Fair enough. Thank you for your answers.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Yeah, where are we anyway? What is this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, they are still signs of coal black soot here and there. Didn't Plaisance say that the malignant entity lived in The chimney? Quite literally, she doesn't seem like a malignant entity, to be honest.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Well, yeah, that's one of the pluses of living in a chimney, I guess.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse. Does it mean she's unlawfully occupying a part of the house?
Oh my!
Shameful.
I may have to put her under arrest.
Creative.
I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Wait, how do you explain what happened to all those companies then? Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced that the place is swarming with malicious energies. Yeah, let's throw Plaisance under the bus because she's an Egypt.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going. The curse is just biding its time before it strikes again. Sooner or later, everyone will fall, even her. Or feel, sorry. I don't know why the bookstore hasn't gone bankrupt yet. That's what I'm here to investigate. Yeah, let's bring up the child labor.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in racks? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Hold on, the whirling is part of the doomed commercial area? Yes, but it's still a separate building. The malicious energies can't reach there. No, the whirling isn't doing well either. Its waitress just took off and customers have trouble paying bills. That's me. You're right. The whirling doesn't really look like it's cursed. I'm just going to dob myself in for not being able to pay a bill.
And then there is me.
She sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lie there, scattered from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
I'm really enjoying talking to this lady. She has an interesting outlook on life. Looking for more answers.
It's because she's in cahoots with the demons.
Why can't I mention that? Plaisance thinks it's because you're the source of it. Oh, I can't say it. A malignant entity. It's because you're competent and dedicated to the craft. The curse doesn't affect people like you. The curse will get to you. Have no doubt about it. It just doesn't care about earthly timeframes. I'll be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies in this so-called curse. Yeah, there are. But yeah, anything that makes Plaisance seem like a more of an idiot, I'm all in.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of sorceress? What about you, officer? Do you think I'm the malignant entity?
Yes, I do.
The jig is up. The she-demon knows you've uncovered her true identity.
Should I arrest her?
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
Well, my little thought cabinet, or whatever these guys are, whatever their official name is, they're helping me. My character sheet. I'm ready. I can do it. I think it still might be you that's causing this. Narrow your eyes very mysteriously. I'm starting to see that there is no course. Only business decisions and natural market fluctuations. Honestly, I'm still not sure. This world is a puzzling place. I mean, that's the correct answer, so obviously we're going to go with number one here.
So I'm the grand dragon in the cave. Might I ask what supports this claim?
She seems mildly entertained. I yelled to summon the ghost of the doomed commercial area, and you were the one who answered. There is something ghostly about you. Ethereal, even. Squint your eyes suspiciously. You're the last man standing. You must be responsible. I don't have time for explanations, not amidst all those visions I'm getting. Let's go for the ethereal.
Ethereal? Thank you, but I think it's just the lighting.
No, it's the troubled color of her energetic vibrations.
Yes, it is. No, I'm in it. Your energetic vibrations are off. I sense tragedies in your past, darling.
Of course you do. Show me a person in Martinez who doesn't have any tragedies in their past, and then we'll talk.
She's on to your cooled readings.
If you ever find a way to explain all those inconsistencies in the curse, then let me know.
She turns back to her work.
L'Essence needs to hear about this. Perhaps if you combine your psychic energies, you will make sense of the situation.
Do you know what happened to the other tenants? Everyone else is gone.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Yeah, I've got a list here.
Rats scuttle in the dark rooms under the abandoned blow dryers and dusty mannequins. Cobwebs cover rotors and radio computers alike. So much failure.
All right, I didn't expect my list to be this long. Let's see if we can go all the way through it. There used to be a hair salon here, right?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
I can confirm.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you.
What's wrong with a bit of experimenting? The customers should have been more open-minded. I would never let anyone androgynous touch my hair, not even if my life depended on it. I guess I'm a simple man. I don't really have any opinions on hairstyles. You know, this guy's hairstyle's a bit out there, isn't it?
I guess it just wasn't the time yet.
What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Yeah, maybe that is what Kuna needs. Who was Artemitep?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard
Zemsk.
he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Well, that sucks it didn't work out for him, because Kuno could have done with that.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
He's sort of the king around here. He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies. Indeed, who is Kuno? Your guess is as good as mine. Yeah, he's sort of the king around here.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
She looks out the window. It's oddly quiet there at the moment.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
Yeah, I'd agree. Judging from the kids I've met so far, it didn't really work, did it?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
I think we need to go and check that bag out again in a little bit.
You should have known it.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
Yeah. What's up with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff medias. Who would have guessed?
So some kind of snuff radio station? Calling station? That's strange.
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Cool, very cool about the debris. What's Snuff Milieu?
It's a Sub Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with
Oh.
real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Well, I thought it might have been a roleplay snuff thing. That's something we should investigate, Kim.
What does she mean to get off on it?
I'm gonna have to ask her, aren't I?
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
I think you're wrong there, Kim.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
Well, I guess it isn't our problem. Okay, never mind. Did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mounts lying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
Starting to see a pattern here.
But what drugs exactly?
Yeah, I need to know what drugs he was doing for my police report.
He got high on some weird taxidermy chemicals. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Eventually, they caused him to lose control of his bladder. The smell was awful.
Moving on.
Even you can probably do better than that.
I agree, electrochemistry.
You can almost see it. A small, sickly old man hunched behind his work desk, his pants stained with old piss, stuffing a sad, stiff-legged raccoon dog. The entire scene looks tragic.
Yeah, that wasn't something I expected to be imagining today. Yeah, like I said, moving on. Creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years until the insect rights activists came.
Insect right activists? What in the name of? I didn't know insects had any rights. Or activists.
Yeah, the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
Okay.
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket.
The Occident sounds very left-wing to me.
And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
I'm glad someone took care of the little guys. I like insects. Nod. But insects don't have any brains or feelings. They got what they deserve. Making clothes out of beetle wings is a terrible idea. Yeah, I feel like this guy would like insects and definitely nod after it.
Really? Anyway.
She looks at the window where a dead fly is lying on his back legs, curled up in a bow tie.
Poor guy. Suddenly, you get a feeling that insects are important to the case somehow. It's hard to say why.
Ooh, we've somehow uncovered something about insects. Keep that in mind. Write that down. Write that down.
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
Of course he did.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
I'm a big fan of Hashtkor. Interesting. What do those transmissions say? That's illegal, running off with companies' money like that. Why hasn't he been arrested? As much as I would like to arrest that man, I want to know a little bit more about these transmissions first. Was it something like the one that we heard?
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Her smile widens before she sees the lieutenant's face behind you.
Men like that are a curse.
Kim is being stern.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47.
About 5 years ago.
I have no idea why those keys and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
I found a strange machine. I guess it's that little box for the Winter Escape or whatever it was called.
Fortress Accident.
Fortress
the
Accident,
radio
yeah.
game studio.
She closes her eyes as some remnant of a memory lights up her face.
She liked them.
Yeah, I'll bet if they bought dice off her.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
Sounds like they didn't do too much work. What do you mean liberal? What happened?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she can still hear them chit-chat behind her curtains on a cigarette break.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive. Really? Must have been on a gigantic ego trip. But it was quite impressive, it was just a little bit too impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on.
They should have invested in GameStop.
In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
Yeah, there we go. Always late.
She's right. Showing up to work on time is important.
Yeah, I showed up here early and then got drunk.
Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
Well, showing up to work on time is incredibly hard. That's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked great. You're right, they should have just tried harder. They had everything needed to succeed. Which one do I go after? Well, Authority. Is Authority my main one? No. Yeah, it is. Isn't it? That's why it's circled. Yeah, I gotta believe in Authority.
Still, not everyone is going to make it. That's the nature of the game.
It is indeed.
The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Anything else?
A terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
Okay, this is going to be a good story.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Okay.
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth.
Well, this sounds like a decent idea.
And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Oh, well, that's good.
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls.
What did they expect? 20 cents per hour is dog's pay. I'm surprised they show up to work at all. That's an award-winning idea. How else do you choose people around you? I don't have an opinion on employing teens. I just want to know, did it work out for the business? Obviously not. But yeah. Good-looking people, please.
Yeah, some people spend their whole lives chasing the hot one. You should have joined the gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the stand, ready to scare off customers and hit on the girls. As if they didn't already have the bear.
Ah, yes, the bear. Tell me about the bear.
The bear.
Okay, she didn't really tell me about the bear. Didn't work out?
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted.
Oh, that's not good.
Eventually, Ravishore Ice City lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
Nod solemnly. It's the market doing its job. I'm sure the bear was doing its best. The bear was scary. Every time I saw that bear, I felt scared. Like it could become alive any moment now. I do like caramel sundaes. And if they were only 5 cents a piece. But I'm sure the bear was doing its best.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't. Doing his best, I mean.
The drugs, yeah.
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherion.
Megatherion.
Scary, but cool.
Megatherion. What's a vision beast? Very cool, but I don't want to hear about bears anymore. Let's move on. No, I do want to hear about bears, please. Megatherion.
Megatherion. A mega wild beast.
What's a mega wild beast?
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life.
Oh, okay.
By telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't need one of those.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs.
Or maybe I do. Let's go back and check that punching bag out.
The horrific necktie tightens around your neck, strangely excited. But it doesn't feel particularly fun this time around.
I don't do drugs. I do drugs. I've got a vision beast myself. I don't have a comment on drugs. Grab your necktie and mumble, not now, you beast. Yeah, let's do that one.
What?
Do you ever feel like your vision beast is trying to blackmail the fun out of you?
No, officer. I don't have a vision beast.
Yeah, so no drugs for you.
Normal people don't have vision beasts. Only drug-addled madmen like the taxidermist do.
So that was a hypothetical question. Of course they don't. I'm a normal person and I don't have a vision beast. What about horrific neckties? Do normal people have horrific neckties? Because that's what I have.
Neckties? I guess they do sometimes, officer. But I don't understand how it's relevant to our discussion.
Piss-colored cloth.
Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
She seems almost sad finishing the story. Some dust beams swirl in the afternoon air. Her eyes follow it, idly.
Outside it's light. Light scatters from the low-hanging cloud cover. There's always the threat of snow.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
Yeah, obviously. I found the building's intercom, but it's not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me.
I probably did.
I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
So you're telling me that the doorbell with the empty name card was yours? I was wondering about the whirling and rags. Is it part of the same? I think we can probably go for this one.
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's only been 24 years. So yeah, I was wondering about the whirling and rags. Is it part of the same building complex?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom, albeit I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the Dune commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
I saw a name East Delta Pinball on the doorbell.
Right, It used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure, before my time. I'm not surprised, however. My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, floriography, trick-track, especially pinball.
What is floriography or trick track?
Agreed. Pinball is the worst.
What's Kim got against pinball?
His disdain for pinball could not be clearer.
Strange thing happened when I tried calling a company named Slipstream SCA. Someone answered.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years.
I haven't mentioned that it was a recording.
Are you sure it was Slipstream SCA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
First, it wasn't Plaisance. I know her and I would have recognized her voice.
Oh, right. But did this person say anything?
Yes, Tricentennial Electrics.
Tricentennial Electrics?
There's a moment before she recognizes the name.
It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
100 years ago? They had intercoms back then? Crazy. It's hard to imagine these days what 100 years ago was like, given the technical advancements we've had recently.
No, it was something else. It was eerie.
Well, I'll use what Inland Empire says. Something eerie.
Pranks can be eerie.
She looks as if she's still convinced there's nothing to be worried about.
Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity.
Actually, the Slipstream SCA mystery might have been a recording. I called again later and got exactly the same message.
Why would Slipstream SCA have a 100-year-old recording as their doorbell message? Doesn't make any sense.
My thoughts exactly, novelty dice maker.
I'm still convinced it was nothing more than some elaborate prank.
My money is on electrical anomaly. I've heard of these, especially in an old building like this.
I have a few more questions about the building.
Sure, I'm listening.
Have I got more questions about the intercom?
I'm pretty sure it still doesn't work, but sure. What do you want to know?
No, nothing.
Sure, I'm listening.
Actually, I had other questions.
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Let's ask about the business not feeling. It's not going to work, I don't think, but it is a white check, so we can't come back to it.
You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
Yeah, start taking off your clothes. You need to connect.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
The dice maker stares at you whilst you start to fuss with your pants.
Officer!
The zipper. It's stuck. Is it just me or is it hot in here? I'm trying to lower my body temperature. It's part of this special technique I have. Never mind, that was a terrible idea. The zipper, it's stuck.
Oh no, not the zipper.
She rolls over to the other end of her table with her chair, looking for something to grab from the toolbox. Is it just me or is it hot in here?
No, I don't feel hot. We're in a derelict smokestack. If anything, then it's cold here.
It's part of this special technique I have.
And what technique is that?
Okay, hear me out. Sometimes I get these feelings.
Miss, I apologize for my colleague's behavior. He's still recovering from an unusual medical episode.
God bless you, Kim.
Officer, this isn't how mature adults deal with their feelings.
Now you feel something.
Oh,
the
no.
cold damp of shame washing over you.
No, not like that. It's like I can feel the wind or, I don't know, the air pressure, and then the air tells me things. Yeah, let's keep going.
The air pressure told you to take your pants off in my studio?
Yes. Exactly.
Can you please employ this special technique somewhere else? I work here and my work requires concentration. Half-naked people don't help with that.
She turns away so that you can zip up your pants again. Well, that feels like a success. Something new about the victim's body. Ammonia from the gardener. Yeah, that'd work. Open trash container. I have to speak to guard for that. Split a kilo with Kuno. Take down Kuno's dad. Investigate the doomed commercial area. Report back to Plaisance. Alright. Where's my 1 dice? This 20-sided die is made of bloodstone and inlaid with lapis lazuli. Its colors resembling police sirens. Its blue partner is missing. Kinda looks like the fire department arriving on the scene. Got fucked, shit fingers. What? Note, look at the map tab in general to see which white checks have opened. Map tab in the journal. Let's see. I guess none of these have opened. I'd really like to try and steal that map again, though. Was there a door over here? No. Alright, let's go the roundabout way back to Plaisance. I mean, whilst we're out here, we could also try and get that ammonia. Getting a bit later in the day. Oh, she's still there. I don't really need this torch anymore, though. I can replace it with my bag of tricks. Ammonia, woman.
Hello again, officer. How are things?
Do you still have your salts? I think I could use some.
Sure. I'm done with them.
She takes a small capsule out of her breast pocket and hands it to you.
Go easy on that stuff.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. So that means we can also go to the dead body as well. But as for right now, let's get in here. And tell Plaisance what we found out.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in them.
Yeah, when I get some money, I'll buy the books. I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Niha, and she's a novelty dice maker. A novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
She's not a sorceress or some malicious entity. She's a businesswoman like you. No, ma'am, I have felt her aura. She is not the one to blame for this curse. She may be involved, but I don't have a way to question the malignant entity further. I have felt her aura. She is not the one to blame for this curse.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
She looks perplexed.
Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. You've come this far. You know how to end it. There is an entity behind the entity.
Yeah, that's a good one. She says there is no curse because there are too many inconsistencies. The source is in the taxidermist's shop. He became involved in arts darker than taxidermy and brought the void spirits down upon this place. Honestly, I don't have any answer yet. There are still leads to be followed, like that strange radio computer thing. There is another entity, more malignant, pulling the strings in Martinez. Perhaps in my travels I will cross paths with it. Yes.
A third order presence. Yes.
She lets go of the pendant.
A great dark relief washes over her.
I've heard of these triactors. In certain occult literature, that's too dark to dwell on for too long, and definitely not in the presence of my daughter.
She gestures for you to be silent.
I understand everything, sir. Thank you for your descending into the maelstrom. I will keep fort up here, strengthen the wards, do my best. And if you happen upon the third entity in your travels, may the Lord be with you.
She performs an X-shaped cross on her chest.
Well, this has been absolutely educational. If we happen on the third presence in our travels, we will certainly come back to tell you.
It's very nice of you, Kim.
Yes, the venture continues. In other waters, darker waters.
Should we get out of here before the vortex collapses?
I think so, Kim. How far away was I from stealing this map? God, I'd love to steal that map.
Several maps have been attached to a book. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Interfacing. We were kind of far away. I might just have to end up buying it at some point. That's annoying. Anyway. We are a bit down on our luck here. And our morale's not going great. I think the fleet was beside the whirling and rag. So let's see if we can buy some... What was it? I got magnesium. We can try the hanged man one again, can we? Done. Investigate the doomed area. We got 3 skill points. This is good. For any white ones that we may need. Oh, what's there? Take all. Jump Jams, a popular music mag. A glossy magazine, most able-bodied men. This issue hosts the top 10 list. Oh no, they're much hunkier than you. I don't know, I'm sure we'd be on that list. Oh, was there a bin outside? We could go bin hooking. I take it this place is freaked. Yeah, looks like a shop. Let me very quickly get to that bin. Fuck, I'm already tired. Oh wow! To hell with it, we found one. Friet. Sick. Alright, then we can chat to this man instead.
Welcome to Revachol.
Announces the rotund man. The remark isn't addressed to you, it's addressed to the lieutenant. Why are you addressing my partner like that? Hey, I know Revachol. That's where we are. Never mind, let's keep moving. Yeah, why are you saying that?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture. while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
The lieutenant's impassive mask has been replaced with intensity. He speaks not as a cop, but as a citizen. He is Vacholier, a Revacholian.
You tell him. What's happening? You sound angry, Kim. Yeah, I want some more information on this.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
So we are in a limbo?
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Fucking hey, Kim. I've got your back. Give the lieutenant a punch in the shoulder. Well, I think we all learned something here. Smile at the lorry man. Now that that's settled, we have a couple of questions. Yeah, let's give Kim some love.
You two make a cute couple. You know that.
The lorry man spits. He's a homophobe as well.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness. You sense slight embarrassment for the outburst. Or is it pride? Impossible to tell.
Now that that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
What was that argument all about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races.
This guy spits a lot.
Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Did his accent just very suddenly change?
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
I get it, someone has to be the unpopular guy. Oh, so you're just a racist. Makes sense. To be honest, I can't really remember what that means. Please explain. I'm thinking, Sot, let's talk about something else. Yeah, please explain. Sounds like he's a racist.
People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Okay, what else have you thought up? Yes, I can really tell you're a prime example of superior design. Right, I've already made mine. I don't want to hear it. No, I don't want to jump ahead. What else have you thought up?
So, lately we Occidentals have experienced an unfortunate downturn when members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority. They stop competing for resources.
What's the problem with that?
The problem? The damn kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other introduced species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Wait, what's this cultural victory?
It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And the others too, on the radio. Heard any chansons lately? Heard any motetos or leader? No. Dominating culture is how they plan to win. They say so themselves.
This is like I'm talking to two different people, the way his accent keeps changing. I'm gonna say nothing.
It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
Yeah, I think I can get down with racism. Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself? Okay, sure, whatever. I'd really rather talk about something else. Yeah, even in a crazy playthrough, I'm never done with that.
Don't push your luck, Runt.
The man gives you a disgruntled look, then turns his attention elsewhere, ignoring your presence.
Damn, that felt good. Your heart's pounding nicely. You should tell people to fuck off more often.
Kim, I think I should tell people to fuck off more often. It felt really good.
Not as a general rule, but that one was justified. Better to get the lay of the land before telling people to fuck off.
That means you should do it whenever you feel like someone's disrespecting your authority.
Well, fuck yeah, motherfuckers.
That's the spirit.
Oh, my health.
Never forget, the whole world's a wooden house, and you're a goddamn flamethrower.
Yes, I am. Gonna burn this place down.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
How long has this been going on then?
The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe. But this here is just the last week or so.
So you've been stuck here for a week. What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
Is it dodgy? Is he really picking up apples? Is it really drugs? Can I have some of them?
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
Oh, rhetoric. God damn it. You failed me. Got a smoke?
No.
He's got a smoke right there, in his fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fat fingers. You need it after listening to his garbage.
Yeah. You're smoking one right now, then I'm gonna need the one you're smoking. Yes, I am.
Can't have it.
Hand it over. I'm confiscating it as evidence.
Evidence of what? I haven't done anything.
He puts out his cigarette and flicks the tiny stub towards the street. Fuck, I oughta.
Out what, officer?
Shit.
Sorry I couldn't be of any help.
He gives you an ambivalently mocking half nod. Well, we're done for now. But I'll be back. What have we got? We've got some kind of item, have we? Oh yes, that ammonia. A thin glass tube wrapped in cotton netting used to treat fainting spells. Alright, well let's head back towards that dead body then. And let's continue to check out this fleet. See what the deal is here. Maybe converse with this lovely lady. I think someone mentioned we could sell our stuff in here. Melancholy pop song plays on the radio. Oh, what's this? A cash machine?
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Oh my, we must have enough bottles for 1 real? Let's see, 1082.
Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
Whilst that is true, and 180 real is more than I expected, you know, is 1262 going to get me much? How much is that magnesium? I'm kind of living on the edge a little bit.
You're 100% sure you got special HoboCop money for that tier. At least 100% extra tier money. If the numbers on the machine told you otherwise, it's a lie.
Interesting. So we got 100% extra maybe? So we only had 9 bottles? That makes sense. And stop lying machine. Yellow roses, dozens of them. Tulips too. Let me just hammer this shift button. There's nothing else for us to look at. I don't think. Why is my shift button not working? Isn't it meant to show me? Where's the tab? It's tab. Haha. Tab shows me all the good stuff. What we got here?
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
What's that?
What is what? It's a raincoat.
Well, this girl doesn't seem too happy to be here.
If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
The raincoat patiently awaits purchase. Yeah, I ain't spending a third of my wealth on a raincoat just yet. Is this the meds?
Cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Hypnogamma. What do these products do?
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is...
She stops.
I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising.
Can you be a little bit more specific?
No. Sorry. I'm not like a doctor or anything.
Ah. Then who is Saint Baptiste?
Saint Baptiste. You know, the pharmaceuticals company.
Oh, okay. Big pharma, eh?
Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste. That one. There.
You've been a great help. Do you have any ammonia?
Yeah, there's like an ampule somewhere.
She waves her hand in the air absent-mindedly. +1 health for Nosafeed. Good. My health's okay. 250 Duramine. Well, that's quite nice. +1 morale for the magnesium, and +3 morale for the hypnogamma. Let's see, let me weigh up. Well, you're saving 20 cents by buying the big ones. Well, I know where to come. You know, I'm surviving as it is. What's up there?
A colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer.
Yes. Yes, please.
There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
I do love alcohol, that is true. I'm in heaven, I need it all so bad. Say nothing, just take it in. This is not a good place for a recovering addict. We could take it all in, man. Drink it in, man. No, I'm in heaven.
Sure. If you want something, I can get it for you. Just let me know and pay and stuff.
I really enjoy the voice acting for this girl. It's just really captured how much she just doesn't give a shit.
But I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Please tell me more about these products.
The pale age vodka is special, I guess. It's stored in pale for a couple of years, which makes it super expensive and super strong.
What is pale?
You know.
I don't. Hence why I asked.
Don't worry your pretty little head about it. Let's concentrate on what's important here.
Okay, what will consuming this stuff do to my body?
I mean, I already said it'd hurt you. I don't know what else they do.
Okay. Do you sell any under-the-counter vices?
No, Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
Man, that is expensive. 30. Give me the Commodore red wine. +1 physique, -1 morale. Pale age vodka. Same shit, but just expensive. God damn it. Potent Pilsner. Same again. Cigarettes, +1 intellect, -1 health. They are very expensive, so I shan't be buying them just yet. I have exhausted my options here, have I? So it's time to talk to you, lady. I'm sure this is going to be quite the dream.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
She returns to her magazine. She kind of got very excited in the welcome to Frit. But that was it.
What's that magazine she's reading?
What magazine are you reading?
You mean this?
She looks at the cover boasting a colourful photo of 2 girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Stupid famous people. I approve of this very futuristic tap on the girls kissing. I'm not even interested in that magazine. I don't know why I asked about it. You know, I'm a futuristic, feministic guy.
She pops her raspberry-flavored bubblegum and nods.
She agrees.
The lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an apologetic half smile.
Do you not agree in the future? Before we go on, what is Frit?
I don't know. Frit?
She shrugs. And what is Frit?
A 7 to 11 grocery store.
Why didn't they call it 7-Eleven then? Why is it written with 3 T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
Well, let's proceed.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
She puts the magazine down. Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Did you know the man who died?
Not really.
Not really? Does it mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
How long has it been there?
I don't know, really long.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Yeah, good work, Kim.
Okay.
She scratches her nose. Thanks for your help.
Uh-huh.
And now we get into the meat and potatoes of this. Can you tell me anything about this reality we're living in? I'm sure this will be insightful.
Reality? You mean what reality? Economic reality, or...?
Yes, I meant about the economic reality. No, I meant the physical reality. I feel like if I say economic reality, she's going to tell me nothing, so let's go physical.
I don't know. What about it?
Where are we?
We're in Frit?
No, I meant, where are we on a larger scale?
As mankind, or as a nation, or...
As mankind.
in a good place?
Ah, I've got her.
I mean, science is doing great, and this radio computer thing seems to be kind of big. I don't know.
What time is it? Seems to be 7:20-ish.
I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
Well, you've either got another 51 minutes at work or another 12 hours or 51 minutes at work. What is the revolution?
When ordinary people take over the government and demand democracy.
Yeah, interesting take. What about the one we had here in Revachol?
Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean.
And the coalition, what's that? Someone told me there is one.
Our government?
Oh, I've had a breakthrough of some sorts.
Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
Must be a good one. Is it about the kissing girls? I won't bother you with this nonsense anymore.
Cool.
What have we got here? A breakthrough.
Cup of the Apocalypse.
Cup of the Apocalypse. Thought complete.
It's not fire. It's not ash. There will most certainly be a sea of corpses leading up to the event. But it won't be war or pestilence that causes it. Oh no. The event will belong to a genre of cataclysm no man has dared to suspect would ever come to pass. You can only sense the shape of it, like a cavity, a pit opening up in your stomach, a throat into which the world will vanish. The streets, the grass, the stars, all will be rolled back. By whom, by what, and how? You don't know. All you know is you're not joking around.
Interesting. Learning cap for Inland Empire and Shivers both raised to 6. And we're not too far away. Surely only 3 minutes away from our communist stuff. Oh yeah, we can do our anti-object task force now as well. Internalize that. My pain threshold's really down, so we shouldn't really do anything. Probably not a good idea to do this before I try and get that body down. It's only 2 hours, so I guess we can waste a little time by having a chat to Gart on our way past. We have to get the key off him, don't we?